and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the McConaughey at YouTube, bringing you another event review. On the 10th of November I attended the Bayonet Military Model Competition. It was held at the same place last year, the Liberator restoration project in Werribee, Australia. Even though this authentic hangar does seem to be a bit cluttered and is a functioning workshop space, the atmosphere as always is amazing, with the slight downfall of the lighting isn't too great. Besides that, being among an awesome amount of history, a fantastic second-hand traders area, and displays, club displays, and a competition, you can't go wrong in having a fantastic day at this venue. The models were priced at second-hand 1990s era, and a lot of staff members were around who are very happy to tell you all about the Liberator, where the project is up to, and take you a tour through the wonderful museum with relics and a pretty cool gift shop. The event is a fundraiser, and it raised approximately close to $2,000 towards the project, which is amazing for a single day of a sausage sizzle competition and some stalls. I've only entered 4 kits this year. I was meant to enter a 5th Churchill 76 scale, but accidentally left that at home, silly me. First was the Shadell Custom and Z-Zulu straight off the press, followed by my first sexy figure kit Madoka from Orange Road. A video will eventually come about her. And last but not least, the Sea Fury Iraqi version, which pulled a trophy, 3rd in enhanced category, which surprised me quite a bit because the kit was very poor and I did kind of stuff up the canopy. All in all, a good day for me. As always, every year we had a wonderful spread of highly skilled, very nicely finished, small, intimate group of models at this local competition, less than half an hour away from my very home. The competition are standard to IPMS standard rules of open, out of the box and enhanced categories across military subjects, small and large scale aircrafts, tanks, figures, civilian vehicles and miscellaneous type stuff. This competition does favour and put Warhammer 40k in a very good light, and allowed a display all the way from Sale, I believe, to show off some work there, which was very, very talented and fantastically hand painted. Plus, which is always a treat for us, a masterclass category of the best models who pulled very large and prestigious trophies from many local competitions, including the Australian Open. The majority of attendees with this one, even though quite a few are familiar faces from other events, is a fairly mature crowd, though a lot of them conduct themselves very nicely, and the judging seems very, very fair and friendly. It's always a pleasure to check out the work everybody does put together, though unfortunately some work is recycled from other competitions, but there's always a promise of new and wonderful kits to check out, and to tell the truth, rechecking out kits from the past or last competition, getting a look at it in a new light, is always a thrill. Some of the attendees did have quite a lot of fun, and one particular small group of traders who were combined as a club, dressed up in replica equipment and gear from the time as aviation staff and pilot members. It's kind of cool from event to event, being a guy in the anime Gundam background, to see people to enjoy having a good time dressing up and whatnot, which this sort of behaviour may not normally be as welcome in larger or mainstream military competitions. All in all, if you are having fun, that's the most important thing about these events. Also, to let you guys know, unlike Expo, where I cherry picked my favourite entries and did a video about it, because with the internet, Google and whatnot, there is a ton of photos out there of every single piece, or other people's favourite pieces. This slideshow does contain the majority of the works of this competition, excluding one or two kits that I may have not noticed or forgot, and the junior category was sort of just a pulled back far shot. Just the cutthroatness and the sheer detail, attention to detail, the beauty of the building, especially the painting, and the rarity of some of these subjects and kits, I just absolutely love to bits. It sometimes, from time to time, re-drags me back into military modelling. A quick breakdown of the venue. We had a small corner with the competition space between the museum section and the staff room. The rest of the space around the aircraft is all traders, most of them majority price. Amazing selection of kits at very cool prices. A couple of club displays and an awesome time, barbecue facilities outside. Always please check out your local competitions. They definitely need your support. Most you can always do for a local competition is putting up your work on display regardless of your skill. Beginners are always welcome, no matter how rough their work is, because these beginners are the future of these competitions and how they'll continue to be run, volunteered, staffed and judged.
Hello guys, now I'll be doing my haul video from the show, and I bought a lot more extra stuff than I normally do from a Bayonet Military Model competition. Though first, of course what I got for free was this lovely award. It's some sort of a light cast medal. It's possibly one of the nicest trophies they've made, sponsored by Showcase Models. Aircraft, small, 72nd enhanced. They've changed my category. Oh well, anyway, if you're curious, these are all the Bayonet trophies over the years. I've been going to this show since the very first competition when I was still considered a junior. Miscellaneous item. Vintage belt buckle from the gift shop of the Liberator restoration project, and I'll show another item at the very end of the video. They had a trader's second-hand corner, and first, it's like in a $1, $2 bin, Weathering Master. Reckons it originally retails for $13. A bit of a rip-off, but at $1, a bargain. My interest in 72nd and 76 aircraft is peaked for Mecha Musume customs and, of course, building them out of the box. And I really love my weirder armour. So I did extremely well for only $100 with 9 kits. The Scorpion tank by Airfix. This has not been re-released yet. Very strange for $5, the OT-133 early Second World War Russian tank flamethrower. It was a crappy design and didn't fare too well. In the background we see the Japanese front, so yeah, that really does it for me. That would be built out of the box, and the gentleman sold me a second one for also $5, Mecha Musume fighter. Those two are Russian, Eastern Europe manufactured kits, which are always a hassle to build. They're kind of shit, but you don't see molds like that around. I don't even get started on how you pronounce that. This is like a German tank hunter, Second World War, big bastard, very well detailed. It's a Mexican brand. I've never built a kit from North America other than the USA, and it's coming out pretty damn well. Still kind of old and vintage-ish technology. They put 2 sets of runners in the box, 1 set of decals, 1 set of instructions, of course, 1 out of the box, 1 Mechanisimo. I have always wanted one of these giant rail cannon, small scale, Dragon, very, very high quality. They've got, you know, each piece molded in there, photo etch, whatnot. Excellent, excellent detail, and I'm going to do something extremely evil with that for $5 bloody. I've seen this retail for between 15 to 25. Now, an interesting find. I'm going to be giving this to Rantman. JB Models, they just got the molds of Airfix when they apparently died for the second time and started remaking these kits in England. Funnily enough, inspecting the runners, they've actually done a better job than Airfix. For myself, I've already got one of these M113, but this one I'm going to build out of the box. The other one, some sort of future Mechanisimo. Now, before you think I'm going to be doing nothing but tanks, I'm still majority a Gunpla person, so these things are going to be rocking around the house forever. Now, even though that lot is as rare as crazy, we're going to the insanely rare $10 Airfix 00 scale Chieftain. I snapped this up without thinking twice. 5 minutes later, someone walked up and said, "Oh, I saw a Chieftain," and he said, "Nah, sold out." So if you see something that really gives you a gut feeling you want at a swap and sell, you grab. The box is yellowed. This is as old as hell, made in England, smells of cardboard rot, amazing artwork, amazing kit. I don't know even if I can bring myself to build it. And something I've always wanted, and I'm definitely never going to build, a bloody Matchbox kit. I never thought I would ever be in the ownership of one of these as a collectible. Matchbox kits, any sort of Matchbox kit is extremely sought after. We got the Panzer, and yeah, it's in some sort of plastic, so the box will be well protected, the contents will be well protected. So just go in my stash. Might be worth something more in the future. Now this I bought from the Liberator gift store, and it is an actual authenticated piece of the original Liberator. So damaged and worn out, it obviously can't be used in the restoration. This is the very piece of metal that has done its runs and services in the Second World War, and thus a piece of history. Unfortunately, these small pieces are not normally worth very much, but they're very small pieces of that period of history that's extremely collectible, and almost anyone is able to afford and keep. So I'll probably hang that up somewhere on my wall, and this is the letter of authenticity that this is the real thing, with the number, exact serial number of which aircraft, where it was located, where it's located now, and all that jazz. Thank you for watching, and until next time.